Good morning, friends. Time for another ramble. Yesterday, my girlfriend and I, we went to the Denver Museum of Nature and Science and had a great time at the new whales exhibit, even though there's no whales for 1,000 miles from us, and it wasn't at the aquarium, it was at the museum, and there were no real whales there. There were just giant whale skeletons, and projected whales on screens, and stories of how whales get beached and die, and native peoples who have their entire traditions based upon whales. That was great, but before that, we had just come from what I'm going to call Misogyny Fest. And recently on Facebook, a video has gone viral with a woman who's walking around New York City for 10 hours, and there's all these cat calls, and she collects 100 clips of cat calls and just puts it all into one video, and men are walking alongside her and harassing her. And I saw a really great parody of that video based on, I think it was Grand Theft Auto, just walking around in that and all the misogyny that happens there. But what we experienced in real life yesterday was far worse than either of those videos. I mean, to top that in real life, I was amazed. It was entertaining to an extent, because you just have to realize where you are, and enjoy people for being people, We went to the Tanner Gun Show. They pass out these bumper stickers at the front. It happens every month, and they go on a circuit to different cities. There were 700 tables. 700. Far more than the 100 cat calls that girl got. And at 700 tables of people selling guns, or rustic things, or all the accessories to guns, or survival gear or whatnot. 700 tables. I would say 3 gave my girlfriend the respect that she deserved. And all of the rest seemed to think that because we were walking together, I was the one who wanted to go, and she was the one who was being drug along, and I was the one who was interested in guns at all, which was not really the case. I was there for other reasons. I wanted to see the spectacle of the show. I'm more interested in looking at it from a business aspect, not because I like guns. I don't own a gun. Guess who does? Misty, my girlfriend. She owns a gun. So, I went through 700 tables of vendors, most of which had guns displayed that you could pick up and touch and all that. I didn't pick up one real gun the whole time. And still, I was treated as though I was the person in charge. She was the little lady. And it was amazing how people will backpedal when they realize that that's not the case. They have to take their foot out of their mouth and try to, change their sales pitch in order to recapture that lost moment, because you only get one chance to make a first impression, and they blow it every fucking time. It's amazing. The worst of all of them, I will tell you, was a guy who was selling survivalist books in stacks, and he had a couple of different survival gear items, and one of them was a Zippo product, which it isn't the lighter, but it's basically got all the components of the lighter in a flint and steel set, where the top of it looks like a little mini flask, you know, like you unscrew the top, and when you pull it out, there's a stick, which is supposed to be a metal match, okay, and it's got a little O-ring so that when you put it back in and screw it tight, it seals, so all the lighter fluid stays inside. So that's what makes it waterproof. So it's a waterproof Zippo, right? But when you take this metal match out, you can strike it on the flint on the side of the casing, and then it basically is a match. It has a little wick that holds the lighter fluid. This salesman, when he was demonstrating this, he said to Misty, well, you know, this is a great product because your man's not always going to be around to make the fire for you. And she had to correct him and say, no, actually, if anyone's going to be making the fire, it's me. Which, you know, she is the one who, in our relationship, would probably be the first to start the fire. That's just a fact. She's the one who is more interested in survivalism, more interested in guns. She picked up a couple of them. And on a lot of these tables, there's the token female product. Okay? And I get a little bit of enjoyment in teasing her by saying, look, 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 look. A pink one. A pink one. Look, a pink one. There's always a little pink one. As if girls like the pink one. So, like, if you're going to cover your bases and you know, appeal to both men and women, you have to have a pink version of it. She hates pink. She really hates. She doesn't have anything that's pink, you know. And oh my goodness, there was a sign for sale. It was taking your husband shopping is like taking the game warden on a hunting trip with you. And that was also to appeal to the woman demographic in a giant bunch of signs. That one little sign off to the side. Wow. If you want to see a true showing of misogyny, take with you to a gun show any assertive, strong woman and act as a couple and watch what happens. You'll get far more comedic results, and then reveal that she's the one that's there to buy guns, or she's the stronger one. Reveal that to them and watch how fast they backpedal. It is hilarious. Wow. So yeah, if there's going to be any talk about misogyny in the internet, I think that really people need to go film a gun show. Find your local gun show, film what happens there. It's a surefire way to really put a spotlight on it in a funny way.